Hello everybody and welcome back to a new weekly reading vlog. It is Monday the 23rd. Yes, Monday the 23rd of September, and it is my first proper day back at uni. It is about 20 to 8, so 7:40, and I have to leave in about half an hour, and I've got a pretty busy day today, so any kind of filming or any clips from today might not be a lot, might not be like that much, but I'm just going to quickly start off this vlog, let you guys know what I'm planning on reading this week. I am going to continue and hopefully finish, we'll see, don't know, Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. I feel like, because obviously I've been talking about this a lot in my last reading vlog, I just feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. I've been really enjoying this book. I am about 80 pages way through, so not that much, but I'm still really enjoying this book. This book is about a girl called Juliet, and her mum has died like maybe like a month ago, I can't remember how long ago it was, and she's writing letters which she's leaving by her mum's grave. One day this boy or this person starts replying to them, and they start to build a relationship through these letters. It is really like heartwarming and really sweet, and it's also really interesting to see where this is going to go, where their relationship is going to go, how it's going to develop. I'm super excited to continue reading this. And this week I also need to start and finish The Birds by Daphne du Maurier. I need to read this for university. It is a teeny tiny book. I don't really have much else to say about this apart from not really looking forward to watching the film for this because I've already seen it and it's not my favourite Hitchcock film. I'm interested also to see how it compares, or see how they both compare. And if I finish Letters to the Lost this week, I'm hoping to start Heartstopper Volume 2 by Alice Oseman. I would start this now if I could or wanted to, or feel like it was right, but I really just do want to get Letters to the Lost finished, because as I said in my last week's reading vlog, I find it easier that if I don't have a page count for like a readathon or anything, that I find it easier just to read one book, so I can just concentrate on that one book. Otherwise I feel like I'm just going to abandon that book a lot. Hopefully I will finish Letters to the Lost tonight so I can start this, because I could read this like in a day or a couple of days. I absolutely adored the first one, so I cannot wait to dive into this one. That's all my reading plans for this week. One thing I also wanted to talk to you guys about: last night I decided to start a bullet journal. Really, I've never thought about doing one. Even if I did, I'd probably start it at the beginning of next year, or beginning like in January, but I decided I wanted to start one because it could really help me work out how much I've read each week, so when I wrap up this vlog I can be like, I actually do know how much I've read. For September I've only done 2 pages because I feel like it's only a week left of September, so I don't really see the point of putting so much. But for the first one I've just kind of done my September read, so I've just put September and then just kind of listed all the books I've read so far this month. Surprisingly, I've actually read like 5 books this month already. Coming back on BookTube has been a wonder for me because I've suddenly started reading more. For the last week of September I've done a kind of like page count graph thing, so I've sectioned it out into like 8 days because that's how many days are left, and then gone up to 550 pages because I know I probably won't actually read that much a day, and I'm really excited to do that because I feel like it's going to look so pretty. For October I'm gonna like add more into it. I'll probably do like book hauls and the videos I'm gonna post, and if I want to add anything else at some point I will. I'm super excited to start a bullet journal because I think it's just going to be very therapeutic. If I just need to like get my head away from stuff, I can just do my bullet journal. Also very useful, and I wouldn't be a booktuber if I didn't have a reading journal or a bullet journal, whatever you want to call it. So literally all I've got today, most of the day, is uni, because I've got from basically 9 till 5. I've got a break in the middle. I've also got a therapy session today, and it's really weird saying that, but I do, so it's my first one, so I love that for me. I keep forgetting I have, and then I'm suddenly remembering, I'm like, oh god. And then after uni, this evening, loads of my friends, or a few of my like old housemates, and just, my friends, we're gonna go to Pizza Express, because right now Pizza Express are doing a deal where if you buy 1 bottle of Prosecco between 2 people, so there's 6 of us will buy 3 bottles of Prosecco, you get unlimited dough balls for 90 minutes. I hope you guys are excited for this week, because I feel like I might try and make it less chatty and more kind of, this is actually like visually what I'm doing this week. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Everybody, I apologise for not updating for a little bit and for not filming much yesterday. Monday I had a very busy day because I had a 9 till 5 really day at uni, and I had a break obviously in between all my stuff, so I was able to get a lot of work done. And then once I got home from uni, in the evening, I didn't really have much turnaround time. I just kind of chilled for like an hour. In the evening, I went out with some of my friends to Pizza Express. It was one of the best nights. As a group, we had such a fun time. Regretted it in the morning, must say, because I got a bit drunk and I was so full. We ended up eating 216 dough balls between 6 of us. That was 27 portions, which for that branch of Pizza Express is the record. So we did good. But in the morning and I got her back late, which meant I kind of had to go to bed late, and I had to get up early on yesterday because I had another 9 a.m. start, so I was regretting everything in the morning because I was so exhausted. But I had another very busy day at uni yesterday, and I got back again, I finished about 5 because I had gaps, or I have gaps in between, you know, all my stuff both days. End up getting a lot of work done, which is good. Last night was not good. My mental health went really downhill and it wasn't good. I kind of worried myself and worked myself into almost a panic attack, and it wasn't good. I talked to my dad. I just kind of called my dad, and he's really good at kind of just like getting me to calm down and kind of really helping me. The rest of the evening, when I called him about 9 p.m, I just watched Waterloo Road and then watched some booktube videos and then just kind of read to really wind down for the evening. And then I went to bed and had a really good night's sleep. He said to me last night, tomorrow, even though, you know, you have got stuff to do, you might want to do work and all this sort of stuff, like just do what you want to do. So I kind of did. I think because I was just probably mentally exhausted from 2 really busy days and kind of getting back into the swing of university. This morning I kind of had a bit of a lie-in, and then I finished editing this week's video, which obviously is up by the time you guys are seeing this, but it's going up tomorrow for me. Finished editing that. Just had a bit of a chill morning. I was debating whether to go to the gym today, but I decided I'm going to do that tomorrow. I just got back from going into town, had a nice little walk into town, went to Waterstones, did a little bit of work in Waterstones, got myself a drink and a cake, and then read a bit in Waterstones. I do need to like export and sort out the thumbnail and upload the video for tomorrow, but the worst comes to worst, I can just do that tomorrow. But maybe I can do that tonight because I don't really have much else planned for tonight. Reading updates. I've started Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children on audiobooks. I want to reread that. Yesterday I started and today I finished it. The Birds by Daphne du Maurier. This is just like a short story that's obviously what Hitchcock based his film on. Once I got kind of halfway through, I kind of like skim read it because, to be fair, there was not much going on. If you know what The Birds is about, that book is boring. Hitchcock's film The Birds is just taking the concept and taking the whole birds are attacking the world or attacking people. It's just taking that concept and making his own story about it. He makes his own characters and makes his own storyline about it. With that, you just follow this family, particularly the dad, realizing these birds are attacking people, and then the rest of the story is them trying to deal with it. Not much else goes on. 2 seconds, my mother is calling me. Apologise about that. So really, if you haven't seen The Birds, it's probably quite interesting to read the book, but if you have seen The Birds, which you're more likely to have seen the film than have read the book, it's probably just not as good, and I kind of skim read it. But once again, it's a book I had to read for my module for university, so again, I'm not 100% motivated to rate and review it. I'm currently, I don't know how many pages because I cannot be bothered to get it, honestly. Might be about 150 pages through the Letters to the Lost. I have been reading this book since like last Monday because I was obviously reading other books last week, and obviously I do have to concentrate on the books I need to read for university. I'm not reading it as a quick as a pace I would like to, but I have read a few, or like 50 pages in the past couple of days, so I'm actually quite pleased with that, and I'm hoping to read more today, or quite a bit more today, just because I really want to. But other than that, I don't have too much really to update you on. This vlog, I think I'm going to try maybe and have them shorter, where I just said I'm not going to be talking that much, and I only film when, say, I really want to, or that I actually have like an update, like I finished a book or something like that, and just make it more like aesthetic clips. That's if I remember, because I'm quite bad at remembering to do that. I'm going to end today's clip here. Don't know if I'll film again later today, probably won't. I think because of everything that happened yesterday, I'm kind of trying to put vlogging and just my whole life into perspective, and I kind of need to do that. I will catch you guys when I next see you. Hello everybody, sorry I haven't updated in a couple of days. Thursday, I think I just didn't really have anything to update. I just wasn't really in the mood, or not like I wasn't in the mood, I was fine. I just didn't have anything to say and I wasn't really feeling like filming. Yesterday, again, I had uni, and then I had a bit of a busy-ish kind of afternoon, and then in the evening I was just kind of just wanting to chill, not really wanting to do much. So that's why I didn't film yesterday either. But I'm just filming now to update you because yesterday I finished 2 books. I can say it because it's not going to jinx it, but this month has been an amazing reading month. Honestly, I'm so proud of myself. So I'm just going to talk about the books I have finished. I finished Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. I finally finished it. I started reading this like last Monday, so the fact that I finally finished it, even though I read a lot of it, or when I did read it, I read it quite in big chunks. I finally finished it and I'm super happy that I did because I loved this book so much. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and honestly, so excited to read more of Bridget Kemmerer's books. I just absolutely love this book, and I went into it like hoping I would love it, also being wary that the premise of it is quite cheesy. It seems quite cliche, and it's sort of, as I said I think previously, is about a girl called Juliet whose mum dies, and she starts writing and leaving letters written to her mum at her mum's grave, and then this boy starts kind of writing back to her, and they start developing this relationship through these letters. And I just absolutely fell in love with both these characters. I love them so much, especially Declan, the boy. I absolutely love his character so much. Honestly, I think I'd die for him. He is one of those cliche YA characters, like, oh, he's a bad boy, you know, everyone thinks he's a bad boy because he's been arrested for something, but on the inside he's really soft and he's really nice. Like, he is that cliche character like that. I absolutely loved his character so much. My heart ached for everything that he's going through in his life, and honestly, both these characters are just go through so much. They've both suffered from such great losses. I just loved the relationship that they built. I loved Declan's friend Rev. I thought Rev was a really great character, another great side character that really helped Declan. Juliet's friend unfortunately suffered from that best friend of the main character who doesn't really seem present, who doesn't really do much in the storyline sort of thing that really annoys me when it happens, especially both in films and like books. I think she suffered from that a little bit. Just in general, I really love this book. I think it's one of my new favourites. I think time will tell depending on how I kind of still think about this book a few weeks down the line, but if it stays at the love it is now, definitely think it's one of my new favourites. I finished that late-ish last night, probably around like 10 or 9, something like that. I wanted to pick up a new book last night, and I knew I was going to be picking up Heartstopper Volume 2 last night, and before I went to bed I was just watching some Waterloo Road because I'm trash for Waterloo Road. Thought, okay, just before I go to bed I'll read a little bit of this. I ended up reading all of it. I was only probably meant to read like 50 pages, not even that maybe, and I ended up reading all like 300 pages of it. I just couldn't stop. I just had to keep reading. I just knew that obviously I'd be able to read it quickly because it's a graphic novel. I loved the first one so much, so I knew I'd be able to get through it quickly, but I don't think I initially meant to read all of it. But as I was getting further and further in, I was like, I'm just going to finish it here and now. This book gave me all the feels. I cried again. If you don't know what Heartstopper is about, this is obviously the second volume, but the first volume is about these 2 boys who go to the same school, and one of them is out, or has kind of been outed like the previous year, and it's about the 2 of them who kind of, they're put in the same form room. They kind of start developing a friendship, and that kind of might develop into more. As the first one kind of, I feel like, was more focused on Charlie, who's the youngest of them and who's the one who's been outed. This one more follows Nick, who is more confused about his feelings for Charlie. He's always thought that he's straight, and it wasn't until he started developing feelings for Nick that he's gone, wait, am I gay? So this book deals a lot with identity, sexual identity, and not necessarily deciding right away what you are, what your sexual identity is. And this book really resonated with me so much, and honestly made me cry so much, and I love them so much. Would honestly die for them. I've said that a million times, but honestly would die for them. Trigger warning again for both these books. The first book, I think, trigger warning for homophobia, sexual assault. This one is, I think, just trigger warning for homophobia, homophobic slurs. It's just so pure and so wholesome, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, of course. I just adore them so much, and I can't believe I have to wait till next year for volume 3. So I'm gonna probably wrap it up here. I'm gonna go into town now and just have a little lunch date with myself, and I'll probably take my book and read. I'm currently reading, which is in my bag at the moment. I'm currently started reading, or haven't read any of it yet, but I'm going to start reading Zenith. I am nervous to read it, but also excited. Obviously I'm excited because, you know, it's written by Sasha, and you know, got to represent those booktubers, got to support our lovely booktube community. But I'm also nervous because I've obviously had very mixed reviews about it, and it is one of the the lowest rated books on TBR. I will probably see you while I'm out and about if I actually remember, because we can't rely on me most of the times, but I'll catch you guys later. Hello Everybody, I am here to just wrap up this vlog. I am really hot because I've just walked home, and even though it's like raining outside, it's still quite warm, so I'm in a jumper and I would take it off, but that's just not right now. I need to film this first because I'm running out of lighting, so I'm going to film it now. I'm just going to wrap this vlog up. I'm not going to talk in depth about some of the books or quite a lot of the books because once obviously I finished them this week, I talked about them on this vlog, so I don't want to repeat myself, and I want to make this quick because I'm in jeans and I'm in this jumper and I just want to get out. Also, I think my blood sugar levels are low, even though I just shoved sugar, like pretty much just shoved a load of sugar in my mouth, because Wilko, if you English people know Wilko, they are doing half price pick a mix, and I got the big one, which is usually £4, and I'm making my way through that even though I got it yesterday. Anyway, that's a different subject. I'm not going to actually use the books because I can't be bothered to collect them. Like, as I said, I need to just get through this, so I'm going to use my bullet journal. So I've read very well this week, and I've read a lot of books, like a variety of books. I haven't completely finished filling out today, but I can kind of know what I've read. As September is coming to an end, I have read a lot for September. I have kind of officially, because I know I'm probably not going to finish the book that I'm reading right now, full books that I basically finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I finished 8 books this month, which is crazy. I have DNF'd a book and I've started a book, so that's 10 books I will be needing to talk about in my wrap up. I've finished reading Letters to the Lost, which I'm not going to talk about in depth. I read The Birds, which I'm not going to talk about in depth. I started Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Where's my phone? My phone's all the way over there, but I think I'm about 6 hours through that audiobook, and I think it's about 9 hours, so I'm over halfway through that. I'm really enjoying my reread. It's a reread for me. I'm really enjoying rereading it, and actually audiobook is really nice to listen to. Actually, it's make it easier, and I just enjoy rereading stuff on audiobook because it means I don't have to like push away reading other books. Excuse my hair, I just literally want to put it up because I was so hot. I've got a scrunchie in. Am I a visco girl yet? I read Heartstopper Volume 2. Again, I talked about that yesterday, so I'm not gonna, you know, talk about that in depth. I read that in one sitting. That was 300 pages in one sitting, but it's a graphic novel, so it's really easy. Now for the stuff that obviously I haven't talked about. Yesterday I started Zenith, but this morning when I was trying to read more of it, I decided to DNF it because we all know that it's not the best, but of people who have read it, and obviously we just people who've heard the reviews, it's not the best book, and I still went into it hoping I would like it but not going in with too high expectations, and I had to DNF after 50 pages because I just felt like I just wasn't connected. And you could think, okay, 50 pages, you know, you got to give it some time, but the book I'm currently reading now, which I'll talk about in a sec, I'm 20 pages in, I already feel like I'm connected to the character. I already feel really engaged with the story. I just didn't feel like that was Zenith, and it was a struggle to push through to get through it. I'm not going to get rid of it like I do with a lot of my DNFs because I'm hoping maybe in the future when I can properly put aside time, so when I'm not in education, or maybe in over the summer or over some sort of holiday, I can just take some time to read it. So unfortunately I did have to DNF that book. And the book that I started today, and I've only read 20 pages, but I will probably read more of it tonight, is Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. I'm 20 pages in and I need this. I'm sold on this book. This book is so good, even after 20 pages. It's about a guy called Jack, and I think he has a girlfriend, like, or his girl, at least he likes, but she dies, and he then starts being able to like travel in time to maybe go and stop her from dying or something like that, or that's what he wants to do. That's what he does with this ability to travel in time. As I said, I'm only 20 pages in, but I really like Jack as a character, and I'm really excited to continue reading it to see where it's gonna go. That is all I've read this week. It was a very good reading week. After today, there's only one more day left of September, so I'm going to try and get as much reading in. I can't really tomorrow because I've got a busy day at uni. I'm still very proud of my reading this month because it's been my best month. I think being back on BookTube and utilising audiobooks, and also having the books that I need to read for university has really helped me get my reading up. And also I think recently just reading has been a very good thing, a distraction for me, and it's been really kind of something I focus myself on, as I said, to distract me. And I've been to like Waterstones and cafes a lot this week, which has really helped get my reading up. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. It's a bit scatty, this one, I feel, and a bit empty, but it's been both a weird and good, and it's been an up and down week, but ultimately it's been important because it's about getting back into the swing of uni and getting into the swing of third year. My life is very different when I'm at uni compared to home, so it's been weird, and I'm in a new house, which also changes my mood and changes my my outlook and my feel online. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. Comment whatever you want to comment, go ahead. I'm very tired and I just want to get out of these clothes and just chill. Obviously I do need to edit and upload this vlog tonight because I can't do it tomorrow. Well, I could do it tomorrow actually. No, I actually think I will upload it tomorrow during my break at uni because the university Wi-Fi is probably better than my Wi-Fi here. That is a good shout. I might do that instead actually. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.